What's up, guys? It's Adam from esportsheaven.com, and I'm here with Swedish Delight. How are you doing today, man?
Hey, I'm doing good. Enjoying all the time here at ESL. This place is crazy big and amazing looking.
Yeah, I mean, right, you're usually known for as a Smash player, but I know that you have some interest in other games. What's it like to be here just as a spectator? Like, you're not even competing and, like, taking it all in.
Yeah, this has been the first time, actually. Yeah, you're right. I've been a spectator at a tournament for a while. And it's not even for Smash, but I'm just amazed at how many... Wow. This tournament's a little bit special. Like, when you go into the main arena and just see all the lights and banners hanging down like real like basketball teams and all that, it's crazy to see. And I'm just so surprised at how much growth this entire esports scene has seen. That was and yeah, I really hope Smash could reach this level for sure.
So it seems like if to the average Smash fan, it would seem like you really started getting better and taking off after you went to Smash Summit. It seemed like you kind of used that to level up. Would you say that that's really what kind of made that change for you, or do you think that there's some other stuff that contributed to like your skyrocketing up the rankings this year?
Oh, Smash Summit was definitely an amazing event. I loved everyone there, all the production staff there too, like Grace, K-pop, LD. They're great in everything they did. They treated me so well, and yeah, once I was there, I realized how all the professional Smash players were. I realized, they're really just nice people, good people too, and they have other priorities in their lives, but they put Smash as number one. So I got to realize, yeah, these are great guys, and they're not untouchable monsters or anything. So that really brought them down to earth, where in a mental way, that I was able to realize, yeah, I can also compete with them. But overall, I think I've always been pretty good at the game. I just haven't had many opportunities. I didn't really travel that much until my senior year also, because of school. I wanted to hang out with friends, and I was involved with clubs and research. And it was only senior year where I really decided, in the summer too, of junior year, leading into that, I really wanted to travel and play Smash, because I just enjoyed going to new places, meeting new people. And after getting into Smash Summit and that time I spent there, I realized, yeah, Smash is really fun, and I really think that it's a big part of my life. And I never really accepted that before.
Was it anything like a new tech or anything like that you might have discovered, or a new play style that someone that you talked to who also plays Sheik, did that help at all, or was it really just going to more events and playing more people that really helped you improve?
Oh, well, for a Smash Summit, I actually mainly played Mewtwo King again, and Mewtwo King was in New Jersey before he moved to Florida. So it's funny that I traveled all the way to LA just to play with Mewtwo King again. But he's amazing at just explaining the game, explaining his thoughts while in friendlies, like in a serious session together. So of course that helped, but it really was the fact that I was able to meet the players that I thought were celebrities, and I mean, they're great people. They are celebrities, really, but a celebrity doesn't, again, like, they aren't untouchable, and it really is possible to compete with them once you find the right mindset and able to execute what you need to do.
So you kept on improving. Your placements have been out of this world. You even got 9th at Evo, 5th at Shine, like so many really good placements. Where are you at right now? Like, a lot of other players are getting sponsored. Have you gotten any offers, things like that? Or have you rejected any? Like, what are you looking for in a sponsor?
Oh, so yeah, I've actually been having talks with, or like little emails with people who are interested in sponsoring me, like throughout the year actually. It mainly started in the summer though, and before they really couldn't offer what I felt I needed from them, or what I was worth in, let's say, the market of available Smash players based on my skill. And it really wasn't until after Evo where I was able to really talk to the owners or the managers directly on the phone and have this long talks at like midnight when I was available to be able to talk to them. And once I was able to really see like what, just by, not really like negotiations or anything, but the fact that we were able to share our thoughts about what we needed about the game, or what I wanted from an organization, and what they needed from me, that I was able to see like which organization would be actually right for me. So it took a while to it took a lot of effort from my side and from their side to be able to see who I really needed to be with. So yeah, I was really looking for, because I don't feel like I'm very educated in the esports scene. I felt like I really needed experienced leaders in an organization to be able to help me along. And I felt like, of course, I had the capability of learning everything. It's just how much time and effort could I put into it, and that was unsure. So I have gotten offers before where I would be very well off, like by far. Like when I look at their offers, I'm just like, really, you think you can really? I didn't even ask for that much, and they're giving me that much. But overall, I really just I needed more like personnel support. Like who can I really go to in my time of need? And I felt like I really downplaying myself, but that was my thinking, because I am also, a lot of the organizations now are newer. A lot of people are getting into the scene, and they're great people for sure. Like when I talk to them, they have their hearts set right. They know what to do with their money. But just for me too, if someone was there to be able to lead me into it, I felt like I needed that as well.
Right. And it's kind of crazy if you think about it, because you just graduated, right? And you had aspirations of being a doctor. Obviously, med school is ridiculous to get into, and unfortunately, you didn't make it. But like, if you got in, would you even be having these conversations? You know, like, how do you feel about, like, I guess that where you're at in life, like how like one little thing kind of affected everything in a lot of ways?
Yeah, that's really crazy. Like just the fact that I didn't get into medical school, I was able to find. I'm working now in Brooklyn, and it's been a huge learning experience. Like I'm working more in towards like administration management side, but I still of course learn so much about patient care, and just how to deal with the people who I'm going to be serving. But there's also so much behind medicine than just like treating patients, for example. Right. And so I learned a great amount of that, and I wouldn't have gotten that if I got into med school immediately. And you're right about all these sponsorship talks and talking to business leaders and managers. It's like amazing that I might not have been able to have these experiences if I were to commit immediately to medical school. So I'm like, even though I'm sad that like, oh, this is like my goal, but I'm still learning so much about the world, because it's it's been an amazing experience still, even though I didn't get, for example, my #1 dream of senior year, for example. So I'm trying again. We'll see what happens, and like my perspective on everything is always changing. So yeah, we'll see what happens. That's all I could really say is like I have like a little agenda in my mind. This is what I need to do. But if there are opportunities or my perspective changes, then we'll see. I'll be changing that little list in my mind.
Right. Yeah, because you got rejected from medical school, it like kind of changes your priorities. And I remember last time we talked, I was asking you like, how committed are you to the game? And you said you're not really sure at the moment. How are you feeling now? Like, do you really want to be the best? Like, are you like gunning for the gods? Are you kind of just like, I have a year, I'm just gonna do everything I can in this year and then see what happens? Like, where are you at in terms of your competitive mindset and your goals?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, last time we talked, I was really committed to my job that I just got, and just focusing on that. But after actually working, I realized, yeah, there's a lot of skills that I do have that could translate over to, for example, the game. And even though I'm spending less time on the game, I'm still consider it really seriously. And yeah, it's still like a huge, like little, or it's a huge thought for me still. Like, where would I put Smash on, or just esports in general, in my life? And yeah, it's still pretty hard to think about that. But it definitely, before I was saying I'm definitely not able to do. That's what I was thinking. Like, I'm definitely not able to become a professional gamer or work in the scene. But now, after actually working in full time, putting a lot of dedicated hours into a job, I realized, yeah, no matter what I do, I feel like if I put my effort into it, then I'll be able to do it. So now I'm not so pessimistic about the game or just esports in general. So again, I'll just be seeing where that will take it. Before I just like completely cut it off, and I realized I shouldn't completely cut off anything.
I see what you're saying. Like, I'm really happy to hear that first off, that like you have that mindset, because I do think that you can really get up there. But like for some of your fans, maybe like your Twitter, sometimes you talk about a lot of random things, and some people might come across that you don't care about the game as much. And you mentioned earlier that for a while you kind of like told yourself it didn't matter to you. Do you like what is Smash in your life? Like, what place does it actually have?
Yeah, it's it's funny. I still trying to like play Smash, show that like it's really important to my life. Really, when I entered college freshman year, I was thinking, I'm not gonna tell anyone I play Smash because I want to be like a cool kid. I don't want people to think I'm a nerd or whatever. But over the years, like even till junior year, at the end of it, people were saying, "Oh no, like that's a really cool thing. You should be expressing yourself for that." But I was saying like, no, I do so many other cool things. You know, I do like research and like I'm in a fraternity. I like to have fun and all that. Like I don't want to be labeled as just a gamer. And now for example, on Twitter, I do have like a lot of random because it's more like a personal Twitter into my life, what I do, and it's just I do a lot of things. I was really involved in school, and a lot of the times on Twitter, I'm just like talking to my personal friends, or I talked to one who worked with me at Colgate. I talked to a lot of friends at school still, and now that I'm thinking about joining organizations for Smash, it's just yeah, no, I've always considered it like a big part of my life, but I consider a lot of other things big parts of my life too, and it's just hard to when everything is so important to you, it like it might look from the outside that one thing is not really important to me. But no, I've always considered Smash a really big part of my life, and now I'm actually trying to show it as well. It really was. It did take time for me to accept that fact too.
Glad to hear it, man. And you mentioned Rutgers and how like a lot of your Smash experience is coming from there. From what I remember, you're the one that founded the Smash Club at Rutgers. You led the Melee Games team there. How important do you think it is to like have a collegiate scene, and what did the impact of playing with your teammates at that college have on you?
Oh yeah, that's a really good question. So, why did I start Scarlet Smash? Man, I can't even remember. I just thought it would be cool. I've always just I felt like I learned a lot from meeting new people in the Smash scene and learning about their perspectives. I thought it's just a great way for people to interact with each other. And I really wasn't even thinking about the game itself. I was just thinking by involving yourself in this particular thing, you can learn so much. So that's why I started the club. And yeah, while playing with, for me, it's just I definitely have a different perspective because I was on a different level with my teammates at Rutgers. So I mean, it was great I did have a lot of fun competing in the Melee games, for sure. But it really wasn't my goal for the club. I just wanted people to really enjoy themselves and learn how to interact with others. But again, with now that we have such a huge Smash scene with Scarlet Smash, and now that because of you and your efforts with the Rutgers esports in general, you and you're the one of the originals left. Of course, Malav and yeah, we have a lot of people. Aiden's, yeah, we have a lot of people. You're definitely the face of it now, and it's a good thing for sure. We're here together at ESL.
I'm happy about it.
Yeah, I mean, there's no arguing about it right now. So yeah, no, it's been so great to just see like we're able to express ourselves with something that we enjoy, and it's in college. It's really hard to find like what you like and what you can really tell people what you like and show the world. So yeah, I really think the collegiate scene is important to be able to give that opportunity to show like, hey, I actually do care about this for this particular game, but it's also not just a game, it's it's like I care about it a lot. It's a big part of my life. So yeah, it's really important. Great, great things.
I completely agree with Swedish. I'll let that be known. It's really important. But moving on, like to, I believe it was this like last week or like maybe 2 weeks ago, Tafel released his like fall rankings, and you ended up in the top 10, right at number 10. And how does that feel to you? Because at one point you were like ranked 50 something, and then you moved up to I want to say it was like 33rd or something like that, and now you're in the top 10 in the world. You know what I mean? Like one of the best players on the entire planet, and you did that in like let's say less than a year. How does that feel to you? Do you feel like you deserve that 10 spot? Do you feel like how does it feel to be recognized in that way?
That's really funny. I've always thought like the previous years for Melee and Ami rankings is like, why are they ranking me so low? And now I see this article and I'm thinking, why am I ranked so high? I feel like I've been doing. It's funny because I used to, again, like when I said like for November at Summit, I used to like idolize all the players that you would see on stream. So I thought there's no way I could ever compete with them, and this is like relatively recent, within a year that I'm like, okay, yeah, I compete with them. But now I'm like actually there on paper competing with them. So it was kind of weird to see when I was ranked that high. I mean, now this has been starting to hit me, I'm just like, okay, yeah, these guys are fine. Why? I'm still thinking like, yeah, I'm still underranked. I could definitely be competing like higher and higher. And of course, it was a lot simpler to say like, oh, within like 100 to 30 ranking. Right. That I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely underranked. So, but now I'm just thinking, okay, how can I? It's not saying like, am I underranked now? It's like, how can I prove that I deserve this ranking? But also show that I deserve a higher ranking even. So, yeah, I definitely have to work on that, and not just like play style wise. I think I'm doing fine playing. I still think I'm improving, even though I'm putting less time into the game. But I'm just like practicing smarter, playing smarter. But yeah, it's a huge. I think a lot of the game itself is mental, and not just mental in the game, but just a huge mindset overall and personality. So I really have to. I'll have to see how to figure out that I'm ranked this high, right. And I'm thinking, really? It's like I thought these guys were so good, and I'm higher than them now. Yeah. I'm just thinking like, all right, if that's the case, I'm just sure. All right, that must. Yeah, I'm still surprised at it. Like you guys, you guys have been playing for a long time too. Yeah.
I mean, I'm really happy you're up there too. Anyway, so I know at Smash and Splash you tried out Luigi against Hungrybox, but if I recall correctly, you want to try some new things with Sheik. Do you feel like you're going to need to pick up a secondary for matchups like that or other ones, or do you think that you can actually do everything you need to with Sheik?
I actually think I could do everything with Sheik, but it's just like I enjoy the game too, playing just like for fun. So, for example, against Ice Climbers, I play Peach now. So the one thing I just wanted to do was knock down Nana like immediately. I could do that with Peach. Sheik doesn't have that capability. Right. I know like the matchup, how to play it with Sheik. I just don't have as much fun, or feel like it's even more frustrating in that regard. So for Jigglypuff, Hungrybox is the only one that like he's the only one I lose to as a Puff. Mm-hmm. So of course I learn new things with Sheik all the time, and I do fine for a while, and I just lose. And Luigi was just something like, you know what, I did really well against Abu in friendly, so I picked Luigi in grand finals, because like, what else do I have to lose? I think it could be all right, and I did better than, although I got 3 stocked at the end, I did take a game off, which I've never done before. So let's say against Hungrybox again, will I go Luigi or Sheik? I'll probably just ask Plup and just see what his opinion is and have him decide for me, because he's a good friend of mine. And I just, about the game itself, again, I do have fun a lot of times, and sometimes I take that fun a little too much over winning. So I think my Luigi does have a chance to compete with just Hungrybox's Puff. He probably could go Fox and beat me like easily. So we'll see just about that specific situation, but Yeah, no, I think I'm okay at the game other than playing Sheik. So sure, I could pick up secondaries if I wanted to. Um,
I'd have to agree. Plup is pretty cool. He seems like a great guy. Going back to what happened at Evo, like that's Evo's the tournament. It seems like for Smash, and you got ninth. Was there anything in particular that you did to prepare for the tournament? What exactly was going through your mind when you're doing that insane run? And do you feel like you can just only improve on that? And like, let's say at Big House or Genesis, like maybe make it all the way up to like beating those gods, or do you still feel like there are certain walls that you can't overcome or that you still haven't figured out yet?
yeah, so I think my biggest weakness before Evo was just physical like wellness like, at the tournament because tournaments are just so tiring. And that's like I didn't do anything today, for example. I literally just sat around, I talked to people, I walked around, and I'm dead tired. So that was my biggest issue. And for Evo, I really just stuck to myself and like relaxed when I needed to. Made sure to like go back to the room to have breaks. And wow, that also the hotel was so far away from the venue. Like they're right next to each other, right? But it was such a long walk, so that was kind of rough. And then, but yeah. During that year, I realized like, oh, all I really need to do is just play what I needed, like to think about, like execute well when I needed to. So a lot of that preparation was just how do I calm myself down, or just make sure I'm like energized enough to play a match. After Evo, I realized it's not just what I needed to work on. It's a lot about. I still have to, for example, warm up a lot. I don't know how much warm up I needed. Apparently, I did need a lot because I did not execute well at all against West Balls and losers. Although I felt fine. It's just, but I really did need to play more. I didn't play that much during that day. So, what I thought, like for example, from an organization that I would join, I need someone to tell me, like coach me, like, hey, you're actually not doing, like you think you're doing right, but you're not doing right. So, that's yeah, and I realized that for like, and I've been putting it into my practices too. So like for example at Shine, I made sure to actually warm up. It didn't work that well anyway on day 3, but I don't think anything would have prepared me facing Mango and losers for sure. Like I was not ready at that time. That was crazy. Oh my gosh, I'm still feeling it. Like I don't understand why other people don't play like that. You know? It just seems so simple. But yeah, so I guess how do I prepare for tournaments then? I don't really prepare for tournaments. I just make sure like I feel the best I can be. There's nothing like, because there's so many tournaments, right? So I can't really, if I like prepare just for one tournament, I'll like be taking away from like other parts of my life, for example. I just make sure to like to practice a little bit more and whatnot. But there's no big shift in what I do in order to prepare for a tournament. I just wanted to make sure like, and I shouldn't need to have to prepare especially for one tournament. I feel like if I'm a good player, then as long as I'm, again, doing what I need to do, then I'll do fine.
So let's say in a year from now, you accomplish a lot. You even go up maybe in a little rankings, and you're like, let's say, for example, on that cusp of godhood, just for example. And then let's say you apply and you get accepted. What choice do you make there?
Oh, so yeah, if I get into medical school, I should definitely take that, because yeah, I've been. Well, yeah, and that's like, I've always wanted to do that in my life, even though it doesn't show it also, which is also probably why I didn't get accepted. Again, it's like, Smash players like think like, oh, Smash isn't a big deal for you. And you can see like everything I did in college. I did like chemistry, I was like Colgate, I did this stuff. Right. It's like, why would a medical school want me if I, even though I'm like smart and all that, right, if I don't have that much experience, and do I really show it? So yeah, I mean, that was just a little tidbit thought that I have. Yeah, if I get accepted, I'll definitely go. I'll try to maybe delay it. See, if I could delay for a year, great, right? Because I can just relax for a year. I've had a chance to relax for a long period of time and like forever. It's like middle school or elementary school. So of course, then I would dedicate a lot of my time to like playing and traveling. For example, I never traveled to Europe. Like I want to play Smash there. But yeah, like let's say like long term, like 5 years from now, you know what? I still want to be involved with like esports and Smash as much as I can. And again, I'll just have to see how much it would take. Like, if I put all my effort into everything, let's say, then just like I just can't expect how much I'll be in. It's hard to say. I'm gonna involve myself as much as I can. I've been saying, but what is that physical effect of that? So, again, it's kind of weird. Like, I don't put that much time into practicing and playing as much as other people, but I do very well. So, even in the future, if I don't put in as much time, where would that still take me? Like, for example, that still has taken me to number 10 in the world. So after time, right? So even though I might not put in as much time, who knows like how big I would be in anything. So yeah, it's still gonna be on my plate for sure. That's the main deal.
Okay. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear that you'll try and stay involved as much as you can, because I'm pretty sure if you went to medical school and you kind of like vanished, people would really miss you.
Yeah.
But before we kind of wrap things up, one controversial thing that's been going on a little bit in this Smash scene was like the whole subject of VIP rooms and things like that. What is your opinion on that? Because even on our way here, you got stopped by a fan. Like, just they saw you and like, oh my God, Swedish, can I get a picture? Like, do you appreciate those things, or does it distract you from your focus in tournaments? How do you feel like that should be handled?
Oh wait, going back a bit about like, just sorry, about vanishing from a scene. I just never vanished from anything really. Like, I'm still involved with. Yeah. I went over to the Fall Friendlies event. I didn't think I would. I never thought I would. It's like, but yeah, no, I went. I surprised myself at how much I still involved like a lot of my school organizations. Even in high school, I used to keep in touch with my high school teachers during college. So there's no way I would ever vanish from this scene.
He's here to stay, guys.
There's no matter what, it's like I'll still be in. For example. Yeah, I still talk to my second grade teacher at like my high school graduation. Yeah, it's just like really everything I do, it's a part of my life forever. Really, I like all the things I do. So, okay, but going back to the topic about VIP rooms or fan interactions, I love it when fans fans like say like, oh wow, I really like what you do in Smash, because that's just like so surprising to me, because I feel like, again, I'm never featured in any clips or whatnot. I don't know. I mean, my play isn't the most like flashy or anything. I think I do some ridiculously cool things at times, but I guess it takes I don't know. I won't judge on that. I think I do some really cool things sometimes that don't get noticed. But whatever. But yeah, I do love it when people say that, because yeah, no, I never thought that like my play would actually like make someone be happy. I've always just done it. I used to play Smash just because like people wanted me to play, or I was playing for fun myself. And yeah, the fact that someone I'm not even interacting with in person could still see like that I still made an impact with them that I've never met, that just means like that really just like touches me a lot. It just touches my heart in a way.
Do you not believe in VIP rooms, or do you think that they should be a thing?
Oh, so yeah, going to VIP rooms, I think they're really damn cool. It's just like, I think it's great just to have a private space, really. Just for anyone, to be honest. That, like, of course it's hard to plan, but just the fact that if you do like get far in a tournament, you do deserve some credit anyway, and you really do need a private space. For example, we're not even in like a room itself, but we are pretty private anyway.
Yeah, like isolated a little bit.
Yeah, we're pretty like, right. We don't see an arena behind us, for example. So it's just I think it's great to have like, if we don't have spaces like these, we'll never be able to do this type of interview. Get to like know people, for example. I just think it's really hectic in a tournament itself, and we have really big tournaments. Like if you see like these bigger, like for example ESL, for Street Fighter, it's a pretty small area when you think about it.
Right.
But all the top players are still here, and we Smash is like we have really big fan of like tournaments, and it's, so it's a really different scene, and I don't think anyone would understand it unless they've been to like another tournament area, or just in general. Like even in a business, for example, like you have meeting rooms, you have conference rooms. You just need to talk to people about not just something different than just the tournament itself. There's other things that need to be going on during a tournament, and in the general tournament area is not a good place to be. So right, the VIP rooms. I mean, just because it's funny to say VIP, it's always just like a good. I think it's always like I always smile when I see like a VIP thing. Is it like truly morally right? Sure, I don't know, but I think it opens up new avenues to have things. You know, it's just not just a tournament to compete in, just like bracket wise you see on paper, and then you win. It's over. There's a lot more content to be made because of it, or you can make further decisions to really just make anything better, really.
At this point in your life, like even though you seem like you're not really sure entirely like what's gonna happen in the future, would you say that like you're content with how everything has kind of turned out, even though like you didn't quite have your dead set college goal like be granted? How are you feeling in general about where you are in life right now?
Yeah, no, I think I've always just enjoyed what I've been doing, and that's one of my I guess a philosophy. Just do things that you enjoy. Of course, sometimes that can't be the case. We can always work towards it, and yeah, I've had a lot of like I guess curveballs throughout my life. Even in high school, I was doing biology, and I was dead set like I would have been the perfect pre-med major, or not major, right? But I would have been dead set to like get into med school if I like followed this path. But then I really like chemistry with my teacher, my high school teacher. That's the one I've been keeping in touch with. So I was like, yeah, I'll spend 4 years in chemistry and see where that'll take me. And I did a lot of, I was really involved with my school with that. And then again, I got an internship at Colgate. Nothing chemistry related at that point. I was going back to bio. I was like, okay, I don't know anything about this, but they still wanted me. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll join it. And I thought it was a great learning opportunity. And yeah, so I'm pretty content with my life. I have always just been doing things like if I felt like I would learn from it, I felt like it would be I'm with great people, then yeah, of course I'll do it. And that's what I'll be looking for from like an organization, or like why I continue to play Smash. I think there's great people in the community. I think I learn a lot from them, so of course I'll still be involved.
All right, man. I don't really have anything else to say. I don't know if you have some stuff that's on your mind, but I do want to say thank you so much for the interview, and I really do hope that you get the sponsor of your dreams. Are there any shout-outs you want to give, or what you want to say to your fans? How can your fans follow you?
Oh yeah, so I mainly use, I guess my fan interaction is Twitter, @SSB_Swedish. But again, it's fun because I do still use it for personal things. But I'll try to gear it. I'll try to be more involved in the future with that. Always looking to improve myself and for others as well. Shout out to you guys at Esports Heaven. You guys are great. I didn't realize like how yeah, there's so many great people there. And it's always great to meet. Well, I already knew you, but like for example, yeah, like Jacob got his start there, and now look at Jake Wolf now. So that first, and I talked to him about it too, and he's like, that first experience, it means a lot. Thanks, I guess, yeah, to Rutgers Esports. You guys brought me here to TESPA, and wait, was it TESPA or a student? I saw that it was the sticker. It was a different logo and everything.
Well, the people that helped us out, it was kind of like TESPA and like ESL. I don't really know the exact like details of it, but basically they were trying to help out collegiate like colleges get to ESL. Yeah.
Yeah. It's such a big scene that it's like it's hard for me to just. I do need to put effort and time into like understand. I want to understand everything. So, yeah, because I knew TESPA was involved. ESL, of course, is an ESL event. But I don't. Again, like those exact details are really important in terms of, for example, presentation or like understanding like how really to succeed in esports. So Yeah, but yeah, thanks to thanks to you guys. You guys are really great in fostering our scene. Yeah, Tesma and student. I don't remember it. I don't remember the sticker logo.
It was probably AVGL.
Yes, that one. Okay. Great. Thank you guys for bringing me out. Any other shout outs? Yeah. I don't know. There's too many great people. That's right. But definitely for this event, I have to shout everyone who I had to shout out.
All right, man. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned to esportsheaven.com for more coverage of ESL One New York 2016. We'll see you guys.